Okay, so we are going to do some earthly conditions in 2019. Storms. Now, I wasn't going to do this because we got enough bad news, but not to mention, it doesn't really tell me where. So that doesn't help. I can say, oh yeah, there's going to be a tornado. Well, yeah, there's going to be a tornado, but where? So, let's see. Let's see what we got. No promises. Okay, let's see what we come up with here. Justice. It's balance. It is earthly conditions. Something to do with the legal system. What would that be? Maybe there is some fairness. Oh, that's karma too. That's a karma card. I wonder if something will happen, because mind you, this cannot just be some ordinary storm, that something will happen to force the issue of global warming. I wonder, because you have people, I was watching some show, what was I watching? It was Real Time with Bill Maher, and the man that was on there used to work for, I think, the GM plant or something. He worked for GM, I think. And so then he tells you that there is no such thing as global warming. The scientists are wrong. He has a house in the Florida Keys. And karma would state your house would be underwater this year. So I wonder if there's going, because it can't just be his house is underwater, because then he could just say it flooded. I wonder if there's going to be something that pushes the issue back into the court system, to where, or back into the legal system, back into the system that makes the laws, to where you can't just thumb your nose at what scientists say is an emergent truth. Separation. This is a displacement of some sort. So there will be this looks like the desert and dust storms and like evacuation, because I see people being displaced and not quite sure where everyone is, but something that is a dust storm, you can see those coming. This is not, so this has to be a sudden thing, like an earthquake that maybe causes dust. So, or maybe I just see dust because this is desert. But there is probably an earthquake in the desert that causes evacuations and displacement. Two of Cups. That's water. So there is some flooding. It is not life-threatening. So this is not going to make national news, so it's not that big of a deal. King of Cups. We will have to revisit our discussion on gun violence. There's someone in the public eye, kind of like it happened with those senators, that will experience some heartbreak with guns. The Magician. So I get the clouds, so there may be, it's not a plane crash, it's more of a almost like that Malaysian airline thing, to where there's something crazy that went on with the plane. It's not, you don't have to be afraid to fly. This is not a plane crash or a 9/11 thing. This is something else. It'll make the news, but it won't be, something you have to be afraid of. Page of Pentacles. I don't see stock market crashing, but I don't see it doing well either. It's going to respond to something. And this may be, well, let's keep going. Because it may be an uncertainty in the U.S. political playing field. We'll just keep going. The Ace of Wands. Tells me nothing. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, there is a self-sufficient person. A money person. So it's more of a, now it's saying, okay, there's an idea that can make a lot of money, but it, for whatever reason, doesn't go well. So that's why I get up and down when I didn't quite understand. Okay, so when an idea comes along that sounds great, people rush to invest, and then it goes wrong, and then people rush out with their money in their hand, heading for the hills. So that's what I see. The Nine of Cups. We have a new epidemic coming, so not disease, but more one of these, what you call that, opioid type things. So there's a new drug or a new beverage of some sort of, like lean is cough syrup and Sprite or something like that. So it's one of these type of things to where it's becoming an epidemic. The Nine of Swords. I see more separation. So this could be a renewed interest in the migrant children. Because I did say that there was a person who has an idea, who is trying, and that person has emerged in 2019. And the migrant children do have a person that is coming along. So, oftentimes, actually every time I do a reading, I go back and I watch it because I have no idea what I just said. Because before I do a reading, I do pray, Spirit speak through me. And for sometimes the stuff that I say, I have no idea what I just said. From this card to this card, I have no idea what I just said. Like none at all. So that's what I see. I don't know why I turned it over. That's what I see. Whatever I just said, there you go.